Hi, I'm Ralph. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we are making meatloaf. Now I'm making meatloaf because my wife came to me and she said last night, could you make something for me to take to the potluck that we're having before the Bible study on Tuesday night? And I said, sure, no problem. So I started looking up recipes that I thought might be interesting for her to take. And I found this meatloaf recipe that looked really interesting. However, I have never made this particular recipe before. This is the first time for me. So I am making a brand new recipe for all of my wife's best friends. What could go wrong? Let's find out. Let's get started, shall we? First, we're going to take 2 eggs. First thing to go wrong. No problem. We're going to add some milk. Now all the proportions will be in the recipe down below. And I'm also adding salt and pepper that I've put together here. And all that, we're going to be whisking that up. To that, I'm going to be adding 3 slices of bread that have all been cubed up. Getting those good and mixed up. To that, we are going to be adding in the ground beef. I have a 1.5 pounds of ground beef here. I am using the 93.7 mixture. It's a little bit leaner than what I normally like to use for ground beef, but I don't want this thing shrinking up. I want it to go, pretty far with all the ladies so that they can all have a shot at whatever this turns out to be. In there, we're also going to be adding in a yellow onion. Also adding in, sliced carrots. And finally, we're adding in cheddar cheese. Getting that good and mixed up. Okay, so I've got this mixed up and I'm going to be putting it on a baking sheet. Now normally I would put this in a loaf pan or some kind of a deeper baking dish that I was going to be serving at home, but since we have to take it someplace else, and I think presentation is going to be kind of important here, I'm going to try to make this as a separate loaf that I'm going to be able to slide off onto a serving platter later on. We will see how this works out. In the meantime, I'm going to transfer this over here and then try to shape it up. Well, that wasn't too bad. Get that just about perfect here. Now we're going to be making a sauce to go on top of this. A lot of times you'll see a ketchup or a gravy that goes on top. We are going to be making that sauce, and I am going to just put a little indent in the top of this to make sure it holds all the sauce. Now to make the sauce, we're going to be doing that with brown sugar and ketchup and mustard. I've got them both in here. Just need to mix all that together. So I'm just going to pour that into that little void that I made earlier. Spread it around up the sides. This is looking really good. And I think we are ready for the oven. We're going to set that for about 50 minutes. And so we will be back shortly. Hi, we're back. And it is done. And it looks fabulous. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing and possibly like the button down below. And in the meantime, here is what it looks like. So I hope everybody tonight enjoys it. Until next week, see you then. Bye-bye.